Joe Mogg with me now. Joe, not the happiest of starts in the first round for you.
No, we don't ride it enough really to set the bike up. Obviously Mark goes to practices and stuff like that. If we could get it just set up right, then I think we would be okay. But we had a bit of bad luck in the first round. Broke about 4 ribs, and obviously I've done something to my back muscle. But I'm a fighter and I'll fight on with it. And you know, as long as I strap myself up, I'm fine. I've done a few grass tracks since the Bridgewater meeting. We done very well at the Bridgewater meeting, and yeah, it's okay. Second one was obviously the High Bridge one, Somerset, and we had a fuel pump breakdown. Did we have a spare one? No, which is a bit of a shame. So hopefully tonight we'll get going tonight, and then we leave here then and go straight to Germany, and we ride in Osnabrück on Sunday. So
a fair bit of travelling involved, Joe.
Yeah, it's about 1,600 miles all in all. So
what's the main difference between riding this? I mean, you've rode grass track for many years. What do you find is the main difference?
When we done this back in 2000, you were getting plenty, and you could get used to the tracks, you could get used to the bike, you could get used to the setup. The difference is on a grass bike you drive into the corners, you drive out of the corners. On the speedway you got to try to keep it nailed as much as you possibly can, which for us old boys really is very hard to do. People like Mark is only young, Tom's only young, you know, you need to plenty of practice.
And of course it's so much narrower than the grass track, and also the fence comes up very quickly and is very hard on the speedway track, isn't it?
Yeah, we've hit the fence a couple of times to be honest, but no, it's yeah, it does. But my passion is grass. My passion all in all is grass, but I do like the chairs, so if we can get a good result anywhere we go, I'll be quite happy. If we could get a good one here tonight. The last time I rode here was in 2000 when it all kicked off, when we had the foot and mouth back in 2000, like, you know, so yeah, so it's all right. I love it.
And the interesting thing with the big chairs, I think, without a shadow of a doubt, they are what's keeping grass track going in this country. Because you've got a top class sidecar entry, you'll always get a good crowd, won't you?
Every time. Yeah, I think without the chairs, I think grass track maybe would have been finished. You know, and like Luke Offen would always say to us, God bless him, like, we had the best out of grass track, to be honest. But with the likes of Rob Winterburn, Gareth Winterburn, Mark Cossar, they're reviving it. You know, I'm only just really a part and parcel of it. You know, to be honest, Colin, if I get out the trap, like sometimes I do, if I get out the trap and I hit the first turn first, I got a beam and I got a smile is wide from ear to ear, like, you know, and I love that. And because I know sometimes we can do it, but they're younger and they go round us and what have you. But I spend a lot of money doing grass track. I put a lot back into it. You know, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing, really. As I said, I'm 63 now, so, you know, we've nearly, but I'll fight on. It's good. I love it.
Thanks, everyone. It was Joe. Best of luck this evening.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bob. Thank you.
Mick Cave with me now. Mick, first of all, it's great to see you back racing. You had that horrific crash and we thought it was going to be the end of Mick Cave racing, but the bug has bitten again, and here we see you again here at Kings Lynn.
Yeah, no, it's got over the injury, took 18 months, but yeah, no, we're all right now, we're good and fit, so yeah, going well this year. So Bradley on the back, he's doing a good job. Yeah, so hopefully we have a good night tonight.
Top quality entry again this evening, Mick.
Yeah, no, it's good. Tracy's doing a great job getting the bikes together, and just do a few more meetings. 4's not really enough, but you know, at least it's a start and get into the gate, you know, so getting into it, that's the main thing.
And of course, the other good thing is the crowd's a bit better this year, because sometimes they draw the crowds on the grass track, the 1,000, but they haven't always been supported on the speedway.
No, the grass track with the sidecars on the 1,000s is so good, and everybody's following it so much. But now with the speedway, I just wish a few more would follow us on here, because you know, it's getting to be real good. But we need to. I know it's hard for a lot of people, because being on a Friday night they can't get off work and this sort of thing, but hopefully things will happen and it will be good.
And for yourself, going to carry on as long as you enjoy it, Mick?
As long as they enjoy it and we're doing all right, that's the main thing. Carrying on, we're going to Australia and New Zealand next year. So our ride out there, hopefully everything will be good. So yeah, hopefully everything will be good for the rest of this year and get a good one tonight in Bellevue, and we'll be well into it.
Thanks, Mick. Thanks for having a word with us.
No problem. Thank you.
Tris Winterburn with me now. Tris, things going very well in the opening 2 rounds.
Yeah, missed the first round, then the second round, top point scorer, second overall. Yeah, it was a good night, so I haven't raced for nearly 2 years.
I was going to say, we very, very rarely see you now. Have you totally finished on the grass now? Or?
I'm out at qualifier, if bike's ready. It's not been touched for nearly 2 years, so just too busy with work at this present moment in time and working a lot of weekends, so just don't have the time to race at the moment. So.
Great shame really, because when you're racing you are very much on the pace, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad really, and going off a month ago's performance on the Speedway, I can't complain at all. So yeah, fingers crossed we'll have a good one tonight, good one at the qualifier, and hopefully qualify for the Masters.
And which do you prefer, this or the grass track, Tris?
Speedway by far.
Smoother?
Not just smoother. Speedway, you don't need all the money in your engine. You get to the big grass tracks and you know who's throwing a lot of money at the motors, whereas on this you don't need to. So fingers.
And of course it is, I know the grass track's close proximity, but this is even closer.
Oh yeah, I do enjoy the Speedway, just try and stay away from them fences.
And obviously looking for a top 3 tonight?
Yeah, fingers crossed, push for a top 3 finish in the championship, so yeah, we'll see how we go.
Rumour has it 14 go through from the qualifier, so you should certainly get in that top 14, shouldn't you?
Yeah, fingers crossed then. I thought it was only 10, so yeah, it should, hopefully.
Well done, Tris, best of luck tonight.
Cheers, Colin.
Thank you. Paul Whitelam, Terry Saunders with me. Paul, things have gone well in the opening 2 rounds, looking for a good meeting this evening?
The first round went well. We had a few mechanical issues in the second one, but yeah, they're all sorted now, so hopefully we'll have a good night.
New passenger tonight with Terry?
No, Terry's been on for all of them so far, so yeah, it's been good.
Right, let's go back to Master Midshires. What did you think of that meeting on Sunday?
Hey, it was brilliant. For me, it was great. I love the track. It did get a little bit dusty towards the end, but yeah, it was very good.
Overall, you've put some good results together again this season, Paul.
We're starting to get there again. We've made some little improvements on the grass bike. They seem to have worked, so...
Terry, we haven't seen much of you. Either you're injured or Rob's injured. What exactly is going on there?
Yeah, beginning of the season, obviously we come out, done a few meetings, and then Rob broke his wrist. So yeah, obviously he can't ride. He let me take the bike out a couple of times, which, yeah, fair play, he's doing really. I enjoyed that. And then yeah, the last one was Guernsey, so, and obviously I've been riding with Paul the Speedway. So yeah, I ain't really done a lot this year.
You do shape up very well when you're driving yourself. Have you ever thought about taking up the driving full time rather than passengering?
I'd like to one day, but I've always said to Rob, all the time he's enjoying it, I'll passenger him, so yeah, it's all down to him really.
Paul, and the good thing, back to you, Paul, you've been out more this season, because I know the last couple of years you've been struggling to race as much as you wanted to, but quite a full diary this year.
Yeah, we're starting to get a few more going now. It was a bit slow start to the season, but no, we've got quite a few booked in now.
Thank you very much for having a word with General.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Andy Cossar with me now. Andy, I know you love doing this sport, but what's it like when you come against your 2 young sons in one of the heats?
I just let them go. Just follow him round. Mark's gone. Tom's having a bit of trouble with his, trying to get the setup right. And no, I shall just gate and see, take it from there. If I've got an opportunity, I'll take it. If not, just nice and steady.
Mark's always been a revelation on both on the trail and the grass, but Tom's come on leaps and bounds this season.
Yeah. He really has. He's come of age this year. And it's that Cossar way, you know, we just get on with it, knuckle down, and he's got the ability, and it's just learning the track trade, which Mark's got, obviously. Mark's showing him all the ropes, leading him, and yeah, with a bit of luck, he'll be really quick today. It's
got to be hard for Tom, because, I mean, Mark is so good. When you've got a brother that good, even if you are good, you're still sort of playing second fiddle, aren't you?
It is difficult. I do feel for him, because, yes, he's got Mark to live up to, and Mark's a brilliant engineer as well as a good rider, so he's got everything. But Tom's coming along. He is good. So, yeah, we got Mark. Hopefully he'll go well today. We can get the setup on this bike right today. Yeah, we should see him going well.
Series has gone well so far, and the crowd's been quite good as well, haven't they?
Yeah, well impressed. I mean, they are working hard, the ACU, Tracy and the lads, we're getting out there on social media to let the people know. because we really do need the crowds to make this, and then it can go on to strengths next year. So yeah, it is looking good.
The thing is, the big chairs are the big draw card of the normal grass track, but over the years they've struggled to attract people through the turnstiles on the speedway, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, and I think that's a lot of that's down to promotion. It has been. We found the last series that was run, it wasn't promoted properly. It was run on the nights when the club where we was racing at, or the track, they were riding away somewhere. So it's not a clear cut that yes, interest had waned. There was other factors, but rest has done us good, I think, and I think now the crowds are coming back, as we've seen in the last 2 rounds. So yeah, positive. It's going in the right direction.
Thanks, Anne Wolvers. Andy, best of luck tonight.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bobby. Is this the second showing?
Okay, lads, riders briefing. This is tonight's referee, Chris Durno. As usual, it's a fairly tight schedule, so make sure you're ready for your races. Make sure you got your right helmet colours on as well. So, and then you get all your rides. But you need to be ready. I'll pass you over to Chris.
Yeah, so make sure passengers and drivers, you all got helmet colours, so everybody's booted up with the helmet colours.
Well, we've only got one set between us.
Bar open. Right.
That's good
then. This is a normal speedway track, so all the boards are overlapping in the racing direction for speedway. They can't change, it's too much work. So you've all had a practice and you've all got a there's an unofficial white line around that fence. Don't rub your units against the fence. There are some of the panels that are slightly ajar. So always have in your mind, don't ever try and bounce off the fence because we've got a few boards that are sticking out a little bit. It's a nice flat surface, so if anybody's got any motor problems, make sure you're well on the infield. If you've got a problem, try and get your unit onto the infield so we can carry the race on. You can race hard, but if you cross the line over between hard and unfair riding, I'll make the decisions. The white line's very attractive here, and I saw some of you practicing were right on the white line. I've got a good elevated tower here, and I can see the white line all the way around. If you go 2 wheels over, yeah, 2 wheels over, you're disqualified. We want to run the meeting as quickly as possible, but I'll respect if anybody's suffering some mechanical problems that you think you can fix in a couple of minutes. Steve's around, contact Steve, he'll talk to me. If you've got something you can fix in a few minutes, we'll respect that and we'll give you the time. But that apart, we want to keep the meeting going all the time. You got any questions?
Tapes, 15 metres.
Nobody's going to touch the tape, so we don't need to talk about that, do we?
You keep your same position. You don't change grid positions. Whatever grid you're in when you touched it, when you go back to 15 metres, you stay in the same position.
Is Ron already doing a late practice with us? He's having clutch problems.
Yes, he hasn't done 2 laps. If he can get it done just before the first race, we'll put him straight out for 2 laps practice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we want everybody out there, but obviously there are limits. But okay. Any more questions?
Cool.
No. Okay. Parade, yeah. Parade in 5 minutes, lads. Parade in 5 minutes.
So coming on then for the opening heat. Or Whitelam just pulling off the track as Mark Cossar comes into gate number 1. Winterburn will fill gate 2. Or Whitelam gate 3. And Philip will have gate number 4 for race number 1. For Whitelam with Terry Saunders in the chair this evening. Easy Terry on the back of Rob Wilson. Race 5 passenger in for Whitelam this evening. Shown exactly where the green line is. Obviously racing the daylight and going the opposite way round to the Sunday. The referee appears flashing the green line so they will know exactly where it is there. So Cossar 1, Winterburn 2, Whitelam 3 coming on. Result then of race number 1 is a win in red for Mark Cossar and Carb Line. Second in blue, Rod Winterburn and Ryan Wharton. And third in white for Whitelam and Terry Saunders. Fourth in yellow, Philip Wynn and Adam Cowper-Smith. Looking at race number 2 then, Neville Penfold, Kev Jones. Mixed Days, Kieran Ivey, Joe Mogg, Jake Cutler, Matt Fumarola and Gareth Williams. So we're just looking towards the pits, waiting for the riders to come out. They're starting to assemble now for race number 2. Neville Penfold, Mixed Days, Joe Mogg and Matt Fumarola. In blue gate 2, Joe Mogg, Jake Cutler in white gate 3, Matt Fumarola, Gareth Williams in yellow gate number 4. And Neville Penfold going again, so we should have all 4 crews in action then for race number 2. Second in yellow, Matt Fumarola and Gareth Williams. And third in white, Joe Mogg and Jake Cutler. 66.42 the winning time, 66.42 and the winning time for the first race, 66 seconds exactly. Race 3, there is a passenger change. Passenger in Simon Beanie, it's Sam Fumarola. Second round, it's very, very well indeed. We've got Billy Winterburn as his passenger this evening. The reigning Masters champions passed at the moment. Will Penfold, Mick Cave, Monty, left-hand sidecar British champions, and Simon Beanie and Sam Fumarola in yellow helmet. Hop spare back off the track. Track looking in top condition now, ready for race number 3. Time allowance for race number 3, 2-minute time allowance for all 4 crews. Okay, first one to come out, followed by Simon Beanie, then we got to Will Penfold, and Tris Winterburn, the last crew to come on the track. Making their way Caves are on in 4 race 3 with Mick Cave on gate 1, Tris Winterburn on gate 2, Will Penfold on gate 3, Simon Beanie on gate number 4. Cave sponsored race number 2. Alright, well, and it is limited of the sponsors of race number 3. Thank all our sponsors very much for their help in putting on this meeting this evening. So Mick Cave gets a corner first, Will Penfold takes a big line from around the outside of the top corner, comes to one side. Gets a corner first again, Penfold again, tells me to move to the outside line, Mick Cave on the inside, Will Penfold, to Penfold. From Winterburn holding that second place position. In 4th place, super action there in race number 3. Super action there in race number 3. Won by in red, a win for Mick Cave and Bradley Steer. Second in blue, Tris Winterburn and Billy Winterburn. And third in white, Will Penfold and Ricky Cave. Fourth, Sonavini and Sam Fumarola. 67.23 was the winning time. And it was sponsored by J.K. Humphries, the builders. That's it back to the sponsor. Andy Cossar and Jake Trumarona, Will Offen, Sam Black, Tom Cossar and Wayne Rickard to 3 crews in action for race number 4. So another ride at gate 1, Andy Cossar on gate 2, Will Offen will fill gate 3, Tom Cossar gate number 4. Catching Lake sponsoring race number 4, which was a win for in yellow for Tom Cossar, Wayne Rickards. Second in white, Will Offen and Sam Black. And third in blue, Andy Cossar and Jake Fumarola. 68.53 the winning time, 68.53. Turn over a couple of pages in your programme, you'll see race number 5, which is the 500 sidecars, Barry Bennett, Ivan Hughes, Sean Hughes, Louis Bennett, Richard Jenner, Bobby Sterling, and James Hall, and Scott Goodwin, the 500 sidecars in action. You'll notice they go the opposite way round for the 500 sidecars. Rain after race number 5. So Barry Bennett comes into group 1, Sean Hughes on group 2, Jenner group 3, James Hall on the outside. Second in blue, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. And third in yellow, James Hall and Scott Goodwin. Fourth in white, Richard Jenner and Ronnie Sterling. There will now be a truck lane after race number 5. Penfold also had a good ride in his opening race. Penfold fills the gap in white to fill the gap in grid number 3 for this heat number 6. Speedway Star with the sponsors. 66.98. The winning time for race 6, 66.98. A win in blue for Mark Cossar, Carl Blind. Second in red, Tom Cossar, Wayne Rickards. And third in yellow, Will Penfold in Mick Cave. The winning time once again, 66.98. Cossar, Jake Primarola, Bradley Steer, White Winterburn, Ryan Ward, and Joe Martin and Jake Cook for the cruising action. For race 7, they're on the 2 top rounds. Of course, we won our first event as well, so I think protectors on the start of the meeting in this race number 7. Racing the line in group number 2. Andy Cossar going to come into group number 1. Then Joe Martin on the outside, and Rod Winterburn will fill group number 3 for this race number 7. Waiting for Rod Winterburn to come right into line in to fill that number 3 grid. Cossar, Cave, Winterburn and Martin. Rod Winterburn gets through on the inside to move from the second place, and Mick Cave losing on the back straight. Quick time there for Mick Cave in race number 7, 66.2. The winning time there for Mick Cave. The result of race number 7, the win in blue for Mick Cave and Bradley Steer. Second in white, Rod Winterburn, Ryan Wharton. And third in red, Andy Cossar, Jake Primarola. Fourth in yellow, Joe Martin and Jake Butler. GrasstrackSPORT banter on Facebook for the sponsor of race number 8, which is Tris Winterburn and Billy Winterburn in red. No Gareth Winterburn in blue, Nick Staines, Kieran Ivey in white, for Whitelam, Terry Saunders in yellow. Two-minute time allowance. Staines also winner of his only ride. He's in white for this race number 8, so no ride. Tris Winterburn on grid 1, no rider gate 2, Mick Staines gate 3, for Whitelam fills gate number 4 for this race number 8. Very eventful race for Tris Winterburn with the second place first, and now he's got quite a gap then. There's no rider in blue. Mick Staines in white, as Mick Staines gets the corner first, Tris Winterburn, Paul Whitelam come together on that top corner. Mick Staines gets it, Whitelam third. Stacey's gone wide and chance for Winterburn to get through. On the inside, that much right behind the trail. Last in second, still Stacey. Stacey leads into Winterburn holding second. Winterburn again trying to get inside Stacey's got one of the chance for Winterburn to get through on the inside. Stacey's alongside now to go into the pitch corner. Stacey's holding second. Whitelam has got the third. I think when Winterburn all through, so got the back straight forward. Through in the second place. That's pushing the Whitelam gets second, but stays in third place.
When they're I've got told today to have video because she's got Penfold. And when they're really walking, the best shoes to get are trainers, like these sort of trainers. It supports all around their feet.
Race 8 result then, cracking action, race number 8, winning led by Tris Winterburn. Second in yellow, white and third in white, stays
when I went to
by 66.03, Grasstrack Mount on
But I didn't know that, and obviously if it picked up, I got clearance for them legs, and I got a right hand.
Yoni Nam Nam Skinner is the sponsor of race number 9, which sees Philip Wynn, Adam Coker Smith in red, Matt Penrose in blue, Simon Penny, Samson Roll in white, Wolf and Sam Black in yellow. Second in yellow will Offen Sam Black, and third in white Simon Beanie, Sam from Marola. Fourth in red Philip Wynn, Adam Coker Smith. 67.41. 67.41. Is on grid 3. James Hart will have grid 2. Richard Jenner, the inside grid for the second heat of the 500 sidecars. Our event winner first time out, with Sean Hughes picking up the second. These two in 4 and 3 grid respectively for this race number 10. So Jenna comes in the line. Hot next to him, then Hughes, then Bennett. Running behind to settle down, and then the chair up to Lee Hamid in group number 2. Ford comes running his time. British Sidecar Championships. Let's check the programmes then to see who's got what. After 2 rides, Mark Cossar has got 6 unbeaten. Rod Winterburn, 2 second places for 4, for Whitelam 3. Philip Wynn has failed to score. Neville Penfold has failed to score. Joe Mogg has got 1. Mick Cave 4. Kim Roller 5. Will Penfold 2. Bradley Steele on beat with 6 points. Billy Winterburn got 5. Simon Mooney 1. Tom Cossar and Mick Cave 5. Cossar gets King Roller 2. Score for Winterburn. Will Offen and Sam Black have got 4 points. That's after 2 rounds of the championship so far. We're now doing a track raid. Westpac Racing Sunday the 27th of August, from Foxfield Petersfield, 27th of August. Going on the West Track, that's between Kidderminster and Bridge North, October the 1st, same time for the 2017 plus full support classes, and the next day Sunday at the same venue, the grand final of the 500 Sidecar Super Series, plus 250, 350, 500 solos, and the not too distant future.
I can't do that, because she would be like, she would want me there, if I rang her, she would want me there like within 2 minutes.
Of course, if you're enjoying this, don't forget the grand final is Saturday the 14th of October at Super New York.
I go down to my nap, like I have to go to my family, which is about half an hour, 45 minutes drive from my house, and then so I've got to take my little girl to school, then I have to take my other one to nursery, and then by the time I got there, it was not working. So I'm just looking at different routes.
So at the front for race number 11, Joe Martin, Jake Cutler are in red, Will Offen, Sam Black in blue, Mark Cossar, in white, Tris Winterburn, Billy Winterburn in yellow. So again, we should be looking at grids 3 and 4 for this race number 11. On track already then for race number 11. So coming into line then for what could be a very, very interesting race at number 11. So Mod on 1, Offen on 2, Cossar on 3, Winterburn on grid 4. Intriguing race number 11, Mark Cossar, a few last minute adjustments before coming into line to fill that number 3 grid for this race 11. Mark Cossar comes into the line in grid number 3 there. So Mark on Tris Winterburn completely misses start at the moment. Mark Cossar really good in front of the Race number 11 result there to win in white for Mark Cossar and Carl Bly there, third of the evening. Second in yellow, Tris Winterburn and Billy Winterburn, and third in blue, Will Offen and Sam Black. Fourth, Joe Martin, Jake Cutler. The winning time by far the quickest so far this evening, 2 seconds quicker than anything else we've seen. 64.6 the winning time, 64.6. The race was sponsored by Darren Wills, and race 12 is sponsored by Miles and Clare Speedway Freight of Dunbury. We thank all these people very much for their sponsorship. So race number 12 then, Simon Beanie, Sam Kumarola, Little Penfold, Kev Jones, no Garrett Winterburn, Mark Winterburn and Ryan Ward. Simon Beanie first up the tapes on the inside grid. Rod Winterburn on this outside grid. Still looking at his first race win of the evening. And then we've got in blue Little Penfold, Kev Jones. Give their first points of the evening. And the 3 crews coming on in for race number 12. The red jacket for Rod Winterburn. opens the gate for the ride. The last away, he's already gone through in the second lane. Second, Penfold has got the third. Second, Penfold definitely getting close from there. Looking at the best of the Race 12 then, sponsored by Miles and Claire, Speedy Frank Tunbridge. It's a win in yellow for Rod Winterburn and Ryan Wharton. Second in red, Simon Beanie, Sam Fumarola. And third in blue, Neville Penfold and Kev Jones. The 04 finisher, the winning time 66.87. 66.87, race 13, currently sponsored by Clint Blondell. Race 13, Matt Fumarola, Gareth Williams in red, Will Penfold, Ricky Cave in blue, Whitelam, Terry Saunders in white, and Cossar, James Fumarola in yellow. Number 3, Andy Cossar in 4, Will Penfold in blue, and the last to come into line is Matt Fumarola in red, back to line. Whitelam, Terry Saunders, fourth Mark Cossar, Jake Fumarola. Another quick time in that one, 65.92. 65.92. Meters big back to the sponsor, race 14. Mark Cossar, Phil Wheat, Mick Cave, next race.
tight bit. It's not just the fence and the wall, it's not even a fence and the wall.
Only 3 riders on fortune for race 14, no Philip Wynn, David Smith, don't quite know what the problem is up. We've just got the 3 runners in. We've got Tom Cossar in red, no rider in blue, and beaten Mick Cave in white, Mick Stacey in yellow and black. That's the 3 crews for race 14. Tom Cossar was in the thick of the action all the evening. Mick Cave was unbeaten, Mick Stacey had been there or thereabouts. Tom Cossar gets second, one third, Mick Stacey switches in the inside line, but Mick Cave not in second Stacey. It's Cossar making it count the moment again. Cave gets close on the Stacey's got the 3rd place position on the match Tom Cossar holding that 2nd place. Stacey's got the 3rd. Race 14 result then. Leaders big back to the sponsors. A win in white for Mick Cave and Bradley Steele. Second in red, Tom Cossar, Wayne Rickard. And third in yellow, Mick Stacey. Here in white. 66.05 the winning time. 66.05. 2-minute time allowance for the 500 sidecars, 2-minute time allowance. There is no track parade, riders please, no, there is no track parade after this race. We carry straight on with 1,000cc sidecars. There is no track parade, so can you get yourself ready in the pits please. As we look at the 3rd leg of the 500 sidecars, race number 15. Sean Hughes in red, Barry Bennett is in blue, James Hogg in white, Richard Jenner in yellow. So Sean Hughes on gate 1, Barry Bennett alongside him in gate 2, James Hogg is in grid 3, and Richard Jenner on the outside in grid number 4 for this race number 15. Welcome to Barry Bennett and James Hogg in the opening 2. This is race number 3. Maybe James Hogg to settle in that number 3 grid. Race 15 result there. The winning white for James Harden, Scott Goodwin there, second of the evening. Second place in blue, Barry Benedict Hughes, and third in yellow, Richard Jenner, Roddy Sterling. Fourth in red, Sean Hughes, Liz Bennett. 67.75. 67.7. So coming out there for race number 16, next stage, Kieran Ivey, Summerbeanie, South Primarola, Cossar, Jake Primarola, and Mark Cossar, Carl Blight on beat. This race time is sponsored by Frank Game. Stage comes into gate 1, then Summerbeanie already in gate 2, Mark Cossar comes into 3. Mark Cossar on number 4 for this race number 16. Already fractured for race 16 then. Comes alongside next stage. Top corner, which goes later. Sponsor, won by Mark Cossar and Carl Blight. Ivy, and third in blue, Simon Billion, Sam Boomerova. Fourth, Mark Cossar and Jake Boomerova. Another very, very quick time to do that. For Mark Cossar, 64.25. Race 17, Mark Cossar wins the car. Mark Boomerova against Williams. Tris Winterburn, Billy Winterburn, tribute back to race 17. Whitelam is a main sponsor of race 17. What should be a real good race.
I didn't get our first gear for about 45 minutes.
So coming to line, what tribute super race number 17. Tom Cossar the first to come in line. With 3 in white. Tris Winterburn on the outside, Mark Winterburn on the inside. It could be very interesting. First corner, they all get away together. This could be pretty interesting on that first corner. So Winterburn, Cossar, Primarola, and Winterburn is just waiting for Rob to move into line. Tom Cossar in 4th place. Winning yellow for Tris and Billy Winterburn. Second in white, Matt Foam-Roller, Gareth Williams. And third in blue, Tom Cossar and Wayne Rickards. Rod Winterburn is excluded for having both wheels off the track on the entry to the first corner on the first lap. Another quick time for that one, 65.63, and the Whitelam was the sponsor. Race 18 will offer for Whitelam on Mick Cave and Penfold. So we're off on grid 1, Paul Whitelam on grid 2, I think Mick Cave grid 3, and Neville Penfold will fill grid number 4 for this race number 18. Start, all 4 back for the restart, all 4 crews back for the restart. Mick Cave turns away from the tapes. Start marshal, can you move forward? The tapes have got to go up. Sean, can you move forward? The tapes have got to go up. Somebody can tell the start marshal to move forward, please. Red lights have got to go on, red lights on. We need to reset the tapes, we need to reset the tapes for this one because once the green light had gone on we couldn't do anything about that, so trying to reach the tapes up and they wouldn't go, so all 4 crews again back for the restart. So we're off on 1, Paul Whitelam on 2, Mick Cave 3, number Penfold with number 4 for race 18. Superstar Mick Cave squeezing through on the inside, Mick Cave makes another run. Race 18 result then. It's a winning white for Mick Cave and Bradley Steer. Second in blue for Whitelam and Terry Saunders. And third in yellow for Penfold and Kev Jones. Will Offen is excluded for both wheels off the track. He's included for race 18. The 19, Will Penfold, Joe Mark, and that's all we've got for race number 19. Turning it around, Will Penfold and Joe Mark, we need 3 unfortunately come out for race number 19, and on the 2-minute time allowance. So Will Penfold on grid 1, Joe Mark on grid 2 for this race 19. Unfortunately, Philip Winner's got major machine problems, won't be out anymore. And of course, Gareth Winterburn has been non-starter throughout the evening. So just the 2 crews in for race 19. Penfold and Joe Mark. In second place, the start comes on the lead. Second, Joe Mod and Jake Cutler. 65.71 the winning time, only 2 finishers. Right, we're now moving on to race number 21. Race 21, which is another heat of the 500 sidecars. And then we'll do an extra heat as well between the semi-final and the final. So it's another heat of the 500 sidecars coming up now. James Harden, Scott Goodwin in red. Jenna Points blue. Barry Benny light music, white short news, and Lee Benny in yellow. That's alarm in for race number 21. Sean Hughes straight away into gate number 4. James Harden winning 2 of the opening 3 heats. He is in red. Barry Bennett comes to grid 3 in white. Richard Jenner will be in blue on grid number 2. That's all then for race number 21. There will be an extra race of these after the semi-finals, between the semi-final and the final. James Harden coming to line on the inside grid. The other 3 crews are ready for action. Scott Goodwin they move into line. 21 in the win in red for James Harden, Scott Greenwood. Second in yellow, Sean Hughes and Luke Bennett. And third in white, Barry Bennett. Fourth in blue, Richard Jenner, Roddy Stewart. Winterburn white mixed stays in yellow. It's winner only going through to the final.
I asked him to hear me like getting a bit stressed with it, so I hadn't so he just came out and he was like, I'm taking the next year.
Right, they come then for this semi-final race number 20. The winner only goes through to yellow in the final. Matt Primrola, Tom Cossar, Rob Winterburn and Mick Stace are the crews in action. Tom Cossar first up the line in the blue helmet to take gate number 2. One Winterburn in white will go into gate number 3. Only to the final. Matt Primrola on group 1. Mick Stace with number 4. So 4 crews battling for the one spot in the final. Cossar, Winterburn and Stace, that's number 20, get the corner first, Winterburn gets a corner first, Stace in 4th place. Result of the race 20, that first semi-final is winning white for Rob Winterburn and Ryan Wharton. Second in red, Matt Primrola, Gareth Williams, and third in blue, Tom Cossar and Wayne Rickards. Fourth in yellow, Mick Stace, Kieran Howard. So Rob Winterburn goes into the big final in yellow to join Mark Cossar, Mick Cave, Tris Winterburn. Rob Winterburn goes through in yellow to the big final. Extra heat of 500 sidecar coming up, there's only 3 coming out this time. Again, they've got machine problems, so just the 3 crews coming out, Barry Bennett, Sean Hughes and James Hart. James Hart, winner of 3 of the programme 4 rides. This is an extra race for the 500 sidecars to give the riders a break that were in that semi-final before coming out for the big final. Don't forget Rob Cameron of 151 Compression Shirts will do the presentation at the end of the meeting. So Sean Hughes on grid 4, Barry Bennett in grid 3, James on grid number 1, no rider in grid 2, the fifth leg of the 500 sidecars. James on again, the last, the second, this time on the inside. Scott Good with passenger hand in the air. They finally come into line now for this last inning of 500 sidecar action. Sidecars, so show a bit of appreciation there for James Hobbs and Scott Goodwin. They're going to push it down to try and pick up the third place point. The two crews sportingly encouraging them to come round. So they've got to push across. They will get the third place points overall. So just coming across the line for third place, that's James Hobbs and Scott Goodwin for that third place. So the extra race then for the 500 sidecars was a win for Barry Bennett tonight and Hughes. Second was Sean Hughes and Willis Bennett, and third James Hargan, Scott Goodwin. 67.71 the winning time, 67.7. They come then for this grand final. Mick Cave leads him out, he's unbeaten this evening. He will be in blue, we'll have grid 2 with Bradley Steer in the chair there. The next one out is going to be in yellow. In the chair, red is Mark Cossar and Carl Bly. And it's what Winterburn were waiting for, the winner of the semi-final with Ryan Walker in the chair. They're just coming on track now to complete this final race on the evening, the grand final here at Kings Lynn this evening. Two unbeaten riders.
Where's it gone?
Mark, the only points he's dropped, of course, is an engine failure in the second round at Somerset. He lines up at Carl Bly the chair there on grid number 1. Mick Cave, Bradley Steele will fill grid number 2. Rod Winterburn, Ryan Walton will fill grid 3. Tris Winterburn and Billy Winterburn on grid number 4. Could be a very interesting first corner if they all get to the corner together. Cossar settles in 1, Cave on 2, Rod Winterburn 3, Tris Winterburn on 4 for race number 22, the grand final starting Cossar continues with his domination of this British Championship. Just got the drop at the start. Mick Cave was second away. He held back both the Winterburn crews. That allowed Mark Cossar to storm away at the front. So yet another unbeaten performance there from Mark Cossar and Carl Bly. They win this final. Second place goes to Mick Cave and Bradley Steer. Tris Winterburn and Billy Winterburn pick up the third place. In third place, following his superb performance at Somerset a few weeks ago, Tris Winterburn and Billy Winterburn. Tris and Billy, could have the right podium, please. Tris and Billy going on to the podium in third place then the second place. Absolutely delighted with his performance. Mick Cave and Bradley Steer for second place.
Cheers, mate, thank you.
Cheers. What's that?
Coming in the middle here, Rob. You better get in here, mate.
I'm looking at the photographs taking the wrong there. That's the second place. That's Mick Cave and Bradley Steer. We move on to the winning crew. Absolutely fabulous performance.
You better you are, you are.
The three quickest times of the evening, including the final, which was the quickest time of the evening. The leaders of the series and after that performance this evening, you can quite see why. Another superb big performance. Mark Cossar and Carl Bly.
I'm going to give it Tris. Yeah, and again.
Well, if you'd like to join them on the podium, they've probably got them up on the podium with them all, so probably very good this side. Yeah, as well. Okay, well, we'll have a word with them on Tris and Billy. Tris, after Somerset, another good performance this evening.
Yeah, not too bad. We were struggling a bit the first couple of rides, but we got there as night went on.
Billy, a different driver this evening.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Speedway win last time, so I thought, why not do it again with you?
One or two hairy moments in the early heats?
Just one or two. I got more than a few. I'm going only a few more marks than I came with anyway.
Tris, I know you're very, very busy with the car race too often, but when you are racing, you're really riding extremely well.
Yeah, you're not doing too bad, to be fair. Two average, two low leads, so see how the qualifier comes in a couple of weeks.
Happy with him on the back this evening?
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
Well, then, Tris and Billy, you move across there to the second place duo, Mick and Bradley. Mick, you must be absolutely delighted. You were unbeaten going in the final. I know you've come back from that horrendous injury. You must be delighted with your performance this evening.
Oh yeah, it's going really good. Bradley's doing a great job on the back, and we've just sort of gelled together, and it's working really well.
Bradley, I know you're a man of very few words. You haven't done too much racing, because obviously Robbie's not racing this year. You enjoying on the back of Mick?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, so hopefully we can get some more speedway next year and see what we can do.
You enjoy the speedway more than the grass tracks at the moment?
No, well, I can buy it for the same really, so yeah.
Mick, can anybody catch this man? I mean, you've gone unbeaten into the final, but he just made the start. You held up the other two, and he was the brute to the straight away, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's 25 years younger than me, makes a lot of difference. But all I can say is Mark's a bloody good friend of mine, and he's done a massively good job on my engine, and he does everything for me, and I can't thank him enough for what he's done.
Well done, Mick. Well done, Bradley. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations on your second place. Mark, it just goes from strength to strength, both on the grass and the speedway at the moment.
Yeah, we're a good job at the minute, so we're just going on keep it going for.
Big win in the Master Street Charles on Sunday as well, so that's a great weekend. Last weekend and this weekend.
That's right, yeah, just to see what happens down at Friend and Sunday.
Can't things go very well?
Absolutely, I can't ask for anything better, can we really? Like Mark says, you're on a massive role, and hopefully don't stop. And obviously, you're so quick out the gate at the moment, Mark, as well, aren't you? I know you're very, very capable of coming from the back, and it makes life so much easier for you if you can make the starts.
Well, I put a lot of time into me equipment and setting it up to start, come out to start, and it's paying off.
And I know a lot of people, Mick has complimented on you. I know you've helped him, and I know Clint London on Sunday couldn't praise your lineup because he was a much better rider, having done work on his machine as well.
Yeah, the bike's working and I'm working as well as mine, so it's good.
Interesting GrasstrackSPORT Sunday pairs meeting in Tom's your partner.
That's right, when time's a good day, really quick, so we stand a good chance.
And looking forward to that, Con?
Yeah, a bit different. I mean, rather than just going for yourself, you've got to depend on someone else. So something different, something to look forward to.
Tom is improving leaps and bounds this year, isn't he?
That's right, yeah. If he keeps going, he'll get his consistency and then he will be really quick.
Well, many congratulations to Mark and Carl, many congratulations on the performance this evening. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Your winners, Mark Cossar and Carl Blythe. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the races. Concludes the presentation as well. Thank you. Thank you.